Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series X-Men The Age of Apocalypse Wave 2 Colossus Build-A-Figure. This is the Bobby Drake Iceman figure. This is the last figure in the wave for me to review. Legion I actually ended up doing first. Before we get into it, big shout out to toysnowman.com. I'll include a referral link in the video description below. It will get you 5% off of orders. They are a Canadian-based retailer. Canada really gets shipments in quite a bit earlier than the US, so Toy Snowman had this in stock. They shipped out to me. Again, referral link in the video description below to save 5% off when you sign up. Create an account, sign up for the Frost Rewards. So make sure to use that, save the 5%. They are based in Canada again, so the prices that you see on the website are going to be the Canadian dollar, not the US dollar. So when you see that it's higher priced, it is because it's the Canadian price, not the US price. So just please be aware of that. Looking at Iceman, it just says Iceman there in the front, Age of Apocalypse logo, Build-A-Figure Colossus in the top corner. The artwork looks awesome of Iceman. This is probably my favorite of the wave. The Sabretooth one is actually really good as well. They're all great, but Iceman just looks crazy. That is awesome. I love it. Here on the back of the package, we get another look at it there. His bio reads, Iceman joins the X-Men to stop Apocalypse and prevent the catastrophic culling of humankind in a harsh dystopian future. Do they all say dystopian future on the back? Dystopian future, dystopian. It's just kind of crazy. But here, all the figures in the Wave 2 build Colossus. Legion was technically the first figure that I reviewed in the Wave. Then we went back and started with Magneto going on. And again, Iceman is going to be the last before we get right into Colossus. But let's check out Bobby Drake. Okay. Iceman out of the package. This figure is freaking awesome. It is awesome. I really like it. So we had a couple of different Iceman figures. We had the Juggernaut Wave. Juggernaut Wave? Yeah, the Juggernaut Wave. I think it was the Juggernaut Wave way back when. We had the Retro Iceman. Two very different looks. These two are going to be most similar because of translucent plastic and things like that. This figure actually reuses some parts from there that I hadn't realized probably had never gotten used since then, like the feet. I'm like, man, these bare feet are really nice. Why do we have these weird chunky looking ones for like the Legion figure in Shang-Chi? The comic Shang-Chi, when these ones looked great. Well, these ones are kind of like squared off because it's ice frozen. There's smooth surfaces. It's different. I didn't realize it until now. I could see it a little bit more clear with this darker blue as opposed to this really light frosted blue look of that Juggernaut Wave one. So there's some differences there that are pretty cool. You know, the forearms, the calves, those things we probably hadn't seen since. Those get reused here, but it makes a lot of sense. It's Iceman, of course they should, but this new one is just like leaps and bounds better because of the blue color. I think just naturally looks better. He's got a new torso to him, which looks really cool because again, it makes it that ice look where you got the smooth line surfaces and it's kind of squared off edges on some of the the muscle definition. It just looks really nice. So this one by far is like the best Iceman. There's another one that's in that that all new X-Men box set, but that one uses like Toy Biz style articulation with the ball joint hips and things like that. So not a good figure. Plus I still have it in the box. I can't show you guys unfortunately, but this thing is awesome. Before we get into it and take a closer look, he does come with the right arm Build-A-Figure piece for Colossus, so that is pretty cool. We will stick that off to the side. He also comes with an additional hand, so we have a fist for Colossus along with those open hands. So I love it when Build-A-Figures come with additional interchangeable parts such as hands. That is cool. I have all the pieces to Colossus off to the side. He will be the next video. Now in the package, he comes with the fist for the right hand and an open hand for the left, and then we also get these interchangeable hands included in the package. As you can see, these look to be like the Carnage hands. These are done in that same blue translucent plastic, so they feel a little rubbery, so you want to be careful, but I think it looks really cool to kind of give it a little bit of an ice effect. For whatever reason, I got a little bit of red paint on one of the hands. I don't know where that came from because this thing has very little paint, and the paint that it does have is white, but it's awesome. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so here's an up-close look at Iceman. Again, this thing just looks absolutely incredible. I really like it. We get a new head sculpt. One thing that seems kind of crazy to me is, with the first wave of Age of Apocalypse, because a lot of them had new molds and stuff, we didn't get very much, like hardly any accessories came with any of the figures. There's a lot of new molding that goes on with these figures, but we're getting hands and things like that with these figures. So it's kind of crazy, the big difference. But I'm loving it, especially this Iceman figure. He's probably now going to be my number 2, maybe even my number 1 figure. I didn't think anything would beat Sabretooth, but this thing is just so much fun and so awesome. I love the ice details and effect. We get the frosted tips for his hair, his ice. That just came out looking incredible. We get that frosted look all over like this back portion here, this ice back part, which looks great. It is glued onto that figure. That's not really part of the mold. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely glued on, but it's glued on there super tight. You can't even like get underneath it to try to pop it off. And honestly, why would you want to? Because I believe the torso is new. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. Looking at the shoulders, if you take a look there, we got some new shoulders, which also have some ice details on there. We get a little bit of that frosted white there. The forearms, these are the same forearms that came with the Juggernaut Wave Iceman. We just get, you know, a different look, different translucent plastic. The hands are the same, so we get the spikes on the hands, and then the calves again are the same as you could see there. The feet, you know, I don't know how well the details, so you can see like the flat edges of part of the feet, so that's how you know that they are specific to Iceman, like right there, even on the back of the heel and stuff, to really give it that ice look to it. Just looks great. The frosted white of the calves, oh, just everything about this figure I really like. Now, it's going to be hard to see some of the details in the torso just because of, you know, the translucentness of the figure itself. But the torso piece and the hip piece, you can see a lot of flat edges with the sculpt. So that's how you know it is all new, because if it's ice, you know, it's frozen over, you get those flat edges. It's really not going to work for anybody else. I don't know who they could use it for, but it just looks fantastic. I really like the way it looks. We do have pins on this figure, which makes sense because if they're reusing like the forearm pieces, you know, that's a pin. They're you know, gonna have to go with that. Same with the calves and everything. Pinless would have been really cool. I don't know if, you know, which translucent figures have come out. I think they just did one, and I can't remember it now, but man, Iceman just looks really damn good. I really like it. We get painted white for the eyes and then nothing else. He doesn't even have a mouth. But oh, what a beautiful figure. I really like this one. He just looks really nice. So now let's check out his articulation. Okay, so Iceman's articulation, he can look down that much, he can look up that much, which is a decent amount. It does have a disc hinge, so no dumbbell joint, so not a lot of pivot going on in there. You can do a full rotation, you just have to watch out of the ice that comes off of his back. Their shoulders go up that high. It feels like it can almost go higher, but then the sculpted parts of the ice there on the shoulder are going to hit the torso, so you're not going to be able to get it up higher than that. Full rotation, upper bicep swivel there. You get a double jointed elbow, like so. That much bend there. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. One thing that I really like about this figure, even though it's translucent, he does not feel gummy. He feels solid as hell, whereas this one, super gummy. But we do not have this issue. It is a much harder plastic throughout, and I really like it. He can crunch forward that much. He can go back that much. We have a waist swivel in there. Legs go out that far apart. He can kick forward that high, which is pretty good. Leg goes back ever so slightly. You have an upper thigh cut in there. You get a double jointed knee, which is very solid, as you can see there. There's no calf swivel or anything like that. Foot hinges down that much. You get hinge up that much. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Damn, this is such a good figure. He might even be in like my top 5 of the year. It's too early to tell, but he's probably going to be top 10 for me. He is just fantastic. Okay, so here are the 3 Iceman figures side by side to give you guys a really good look at all of them together. But man, this new one is just so much better than these other 2. But you guys let me know down in the comments below which one is actually your favorite of the 3. The retro one was cool, yeah, but man, this one's so nice. If this one wasn't so gummy, it would be really cool. The butterfly joints is a nice touch, whereas this one doesn't have it. But the new torso is just really nice. The harder plastic, it holds up better. I'm not worried about it falling over or anything on its own. It's just, God, it's so much better. It's so good compared. You guys have. I'm telling you, this figure is just is awesome. Okay, so here so far, or actually this is the full wave, the Age of Apocalypse Wave 2, minus the Build-A-Figure, of course. But stay tuned, that is going to be the next video. Not sure how much longer after this one it will go live. I'm going on vacation to Universal Studios, so I'm filming these all in advance and scheduling them out for you guys, so you guys don't miss any videos, and you know, they'll all be uploaded even while I'm gone. But man, what an awesome figure. The wave is really cool, but you know, they're all really cool except Cyclops. Cyclops. Let's just forget about him. What an awesome wave. Okay, that is my review of Iceman. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of it. Do you think I'm crazy and how much I've been like gushing over this figure and really liking it so much? I don't know what it is about it. I think maybe you have to have it in hand. It's just really cool. The translucent blue. Up until this point, the translucent figures that we've had haven't been the greatest. They haven't been terrible. But man, this one, just something about, maybe it's the shade of blue. I don't know what it is, but this thing is just really awesome. And I really love the way it came out. Just a fantastic looking action figure. Very cool look to it. But again, you guys let me know down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. As always, thank you guys for watching.